Imagine a world where the apocalypse didn't just bring monsters, it brought a divine mandate. You are a paladin, a warrior sworn to protect the innocent and purge the corruption that has infested the earth. But in this new reality, faith is quantified, holiness is a stat, and every battle is a test of your spiritual and physical resolve. Welcome to Paladin 2, Battleborn, the second crunchy, action-packed, and spiritually charged installment in Kevin McLaughlin's Paladin series. If you love holy warrior tropes, tactical LitRPG combat, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist smite demons with both sword and scripture, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in progression fantasy, blending the visceral terror of a demon-filled world with the addictive dopamine hit of leveling up through righteous deeds. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist facing the aftermath of their initial awakening, only to discover that the forces of darkness are far more organized and dangerous than previously thought. The atmosphere is thick with the hum of holy energy, the roar of demonic beasts, and the creeping dread of knowing that every shadow could hide a creature that feeds on sin. McLaughlin excels at making the progression feel incredibly grounded and rewarding, turning every prayer answered, every artifact blessed, and every skill mastered into a massive, hard-earned step towards securing a foothold in this new reality. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular divine class trope and the brilliant strategic escalation dynamic. This isn't just about swinging a sword, it's about managing mana reserves for healing, coordinating with a diverse party of believers, and using modern logic to outsmart enemies who rely on chaotic evil. Watching the protagonist reverse-engineer demonic tactics, craft overpowered gear from monster drops, and completely shock arrogant warlocks with their unconventional, highly trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Paladin lies in its characters and the heavy burden of leadership. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a world that rewards ruthlessness. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help him navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his friends watch him casually calculate the damage output of a holy smite. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal, world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates toward its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major demonic incursion or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Paladin 2 Battleborn is a triumph of the LitRPG and survival genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. Kevin McLaughlin has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the survivor. The system is live, but his future is bright.